Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
To At the Table, and they talking about male best friends. Now I haven't watched it, so we going full authentic. Y'all know the way I like to give y'all my reactions. We gonna go full authentic with it. I have not watched this, so yeah, we gonna see what's to it, see what Rico and the gang are talking about here on At the Table. Let's roll.
Get your nuts out your pocket. Let them hoes drop. How can I tell her that I want her to know how men are? Shut the fuck up. Ugh, I'm just annoyed by that. It seems very whiny. It's like, if it's your woman, why are you not confident in what your relationship is with her? Like, why do you even care what this other person, regardless of how close he is, like, why do you care what this other person does, thinks, or whatever?
That part.
Because the thing is that, like, if he get out of line, first of all, she should say something to her man. But if he get out of line and you see it, then you handle it. But you sitting up in here crying in a corner, wondering, oh my God, what should I tell her? Oh my gosh. Ugh.
Honestly,
I ain't gonna lie, off rip, and I mostly disagree with her all the time. Damn near, I think I've agreed with her like once, but off rip, that's just flat out female logic. That's female logic. That's someone who isn't tasked with being a protector, thinking about some shit that a protector actually has to deal with. Let's go.
He said, I'm not trying to make her choose. But honestly, I feel like...
So what is he doing? If he's not trying to make her choose, what is he doing?
That's why he don't know what to do. But I feel like that's the only way to go. Because if she doesn't feel like this is a big enough situation that bothers him...
Exactly.
So, yeah, but she's not bothered by whatever he's feeling. So it's like, it's either I say this to you once and final time for you to wake up and notice that this bothers me that much that I'm finna walk away for it, and you fix up or distance yourself or say whatever you need to say to your friend, your brother, or whatever. Then I don't know what other option there is.
I have it.
Tell him.
Sir.
There it is. I'm waiting for it.
You are insecure for whatever reason about the relationship that they have. It's unreasonable for you to think that she would not be no longer be friends with this person because of y'all's relationship. What?
I agree and disagree. So throwing the insecurity term out right there, that's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. For a man to have boundaries that he is allowed to establish for himself, and he goes to set those boundaries with somebody that he dealing with in a serious capacity, for you to diminish his boundaries down to insecurity is gaslighting. Now, when she says that, what was the second part? Because I agree with the second part. Let me go back.
That she would not be no longer be friends with this person because of y'all's relationship.
Now, I agree with that part. I think as men, you should have a policy. You should have a policy. You either got a hard, line in the sand. I don't deal with women who got male best friends, flat out, like deal breaker type shit. That's your policy. Or you tolerant. Pick a side. And then that way you don't even get that deep in knowing that you uncomfortable. Y'all ain't even at the level of serious. And off rip, that shit make you uncomfortable. But let's go.
What? Anyway, it's unreasonable for you to ask them to not be friends anymore. And she clearly doesn't have interest in not being his friend because she done already told, you.
Shout out to April in the chat. She said some men. Some men what? Talk to me. Let's go.
You see one thing and she sees another. In my opinion, you either need to say it and be done with it and, just figure out some coping mechanisms, or you just need to leave her alone. Because, I think it's really hard to ask somebody to pick me. We've been dating for 1 or 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and you've known this person your entire life, childhood, middle school, high school. Like, literally your entire life.
Yeah, if it's their entire life, they might as well go ahead and see what's to them. If you know somebody from the sandbox, if you a guy and you got a female friend that you've known since elementary school and y'all stayed tight all the way up into adulthood, what y'all doing? Now, if you met somebody in college and y'all, or if you met somebody in high, but knowing somebody from childhood all the way through to adulthood and staying locked in that long, I mean, is one of y'all just super unattractive or something? Like, what y'all doing at that point? Especially if y'all trying relationships on y'all own and failing. Like, what y'all doing at that point?
And nothing has ever happened. Well, you know what? Maybe they've been peeping since y'all was in kindergarten. Maybe that's what it is, you know. But like, it's really he gonna be sad if she don't.
I don't feel like that's the case. I don't think that he's insecure about that.
I appreciate her saying that. We're gonna come right back. Let me go see what the classic chat talking about. April said some men don't like other men having access to their women. Yeah, they should. Men that vote Democrat, cool with it. April said whether platonic or not. Yeah. He shouldn't be super comfortable with it at all. Yeah. No, I got you. Yeah. I think there's different types of men. You got men who give a lot of like for lack of a better term, they give a lot of rope, you know, in regards to just being very relaxed in regards to shit like male best friends or being relaxed in regards to work husbands and you know, stuff like that. Like when you just play it too cool, I think sometimes naturally women want resistance to that type of stuff. They don't want you to just be cool, like you just all right with everything she do. You don't set no boundaries or nothing. You just overly chill about everything. Like I think women kind of want some resistance. And you know, correct me if I'm wrong, being a woman, but you know, wouldn't you want your guy to, you know what I'm saying, raise concern sometimes? If he care, shouldn't he be raising a concern? Yeah, let's go.
Their relationship.
I think he is.
I don't think that he's insecure about their relationship.
Why is he even worried about another dude?
Ever.
Like, why are you even worried about?
That's not being worried. That's not being worried, yo. Let me hear them out. Let's go.
Somebody that might like your girl.
And you expect people to like your girl.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this is someone in close proximity though. Like I
And?
feel like
Still a man.
we're not talking about just someone who might have been around her this one time or, you know, someone that she's not really around. This is someone she calls her brother.
They
Like
said childhood friend. Is that what it said?
I didn't read that. No.
Still
It just said that she got a friend that she calls her guy best friend.
Okay. I mean, there's only two options.
Like
Man up.
I feel like it is absolutely okay for a man to not be okay with your relationship with another man if he sees that it's too friendly, it's too like that makes him feel the type of way.
Yeah,
and
but-
that's not insecure though.
What's the definition of too friendly? Are they flirting, or are you so insecure that you think because he smiled at her, or they have an inside joke that you don't know about that you can't handle?
I mean, based on what I read, I don't feel like it's anything like that. I feel like she is just acting so oblivious that this guy best friend just be flirting with her in broad daylight, right in front of the boyfriend, and she's just writing it off like, "Oh no, that's family, that's my brother." Like that's how I'm picking.
So what do you suggest?
Okay, so I gotta interject here because I'm waiting on the gentleman to start speaking a bit because we're getting a lot of woman POV, which is fine, but I want to hear the balance get brought into it because I think men and women see this very differently for a lot of unique reasons. And so, because she just said like the guy best friend is like flirting with her, and she's writing it off as like, oh no, that's my brother or whatever the case may be. But why is it always positioned that way? Why does the guy best friend have to listen? He could have her in the friend zone. Like I'm just adding that piece to the conversation. Let's go.
She does.
No, I suggest that he give her that ultimatum.
No. Once he makes his complaint known, like, what is it that you think that she should do in response to his complaint?
Distance herself
From
How
who?
so?
Wait, from who?
From the
from
friend.
the guy,
From the friend.
from the friend.
Really?
How so? How do you distance yourself from someone that you're always around?
Don't be
That
always
you've
around.
always been
We
around.
see each other 5 days a week. All right, let's lessen it to like 3 or 2.
And you don't think there's still gonna be a problem?
I mean, if I'm making a change in our friendship, then I'm doing it because X.
They can still have sex within those 2 days.
Right.
Like nothing's changed. All you're doing is creating
I
resentment.
mean, if the facts of the situation is true and they've never did anything, I don't know why us seeing each other 2 days a week now instead of 5 means that we're definitely going to do something now.
But that's his issue. That's why he said they can, whatever they could be doing that the boyfriend thinks that they could be doing,
Mhm.
even with 2 days, they can still do whatever that is. That's the point that he's making.
I think that for me, I feel like I would like to have some respect for my man. So if he's not comfortable with this, I'm not going to cut off my friendship, but maybe what he is seeing is true. And maybe I'm too naive to see it myself. So yeah, I am going to pull back from this friendship a little bit just so that this guy best friend.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. Why is there so much emphasis on this guy best friend wants your woman? Your woman could want the guy best friend. That go both ways. The dynamic is dangerous on both sides. Y'all, they're just not gonna talk about that part. You know what I mean? The guy best friend could be chilling. He could be chilling. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Friend of mine knows like I'm over here.
It's not gonna be enough.
Well, she was gonna have to adjust
It's
to
not gonna
make
be
it
enough.
enough.
Because he gonna still be around.
Because is the issue that he's attractive?
I mean,
The
they
issue
didn't say
is,
that.
The issue is that
If he was fat and ugly, she wouldn't be saying nothing.
I think that
Honestly,
the issue is that the guy is a snake. He's dressing up to be something that he's not. It's not like
All right, before Rico get off into that, April said, I agree, gotta have respect for him and the relationship. Yeah, I got a question of the day that's gonna complement this video. So I'm trying not to answer the question of the day before I get to it, but it's kind of gonna tackle some going to the nuances of what you just said, April.
again, he said he's just somebody who's been playing the long game, which means he was never a actual friend. There was hidden agendas and ulterior motives the entire time. It's not about, okay, cool, they are good friends and they may have an attraction for each other. It's that this person never really cared to be your friend. This person only wants to be close to you, and that he'll wait as long as he can so he can sleep with you.
Hey, time out. What level of loser is Rico discussing right now? I'm not gonna say that these types of men don't exist, but what level of loser is he discussing? I've never seen any woman, and I've been all over the world. I've never seen any woman that is so physically attractive that I'm willing to invest years of fake ass friendship to get a piece of the pie. That's rich as hell. Like, what level of loser ass dude, and I gotta keep dudes accountable. What level of loser are y'all if y'all sticking around a female and playing friend? Because he's essentially describing somebody who's acting or just putting on until he gets to his agenda. What level of loser are we discussing here? Do regular men do this? Because this gets brought up a lot when these types of conversations happen. And I'll just be like, who are these dudes that are putting in years of investment simply just to get the pie? Like, so for the guys that do it and it work out and she finally give in and let them get it after years and stuff, do they just vanish after that? After they get it, do they just vanish and disappear off into the night? What do they do? Like, I'm trying to figure out, is this like a fairy tale hypothetical that people just keep perpetuating, or is this like a real thing?
That's the main problem. It's not that the friend is attracted to her. It's just the fact that when is a person who is never genuine from the very beginning in his eyes.
Right. So if like, why is he worried about somebody who is so lame that they willing to play the long game?
I don't
To-
think
to
that he
get-
would. I don't think that it's his like genuine care for if this guy could take his girl. And it's not it. But if this is someone that she's around all the time, like he's in his space all the time.
What I'm saying is that if this is a dude that's playing the long game, he's sitting around being, what y'all call him, a herb.
Fam. I'm not gonna answer my question of the day before I get to it. I'm gonna let them cook. Damn.
Like playing, like acting like you the friend. Like, why do you care about somebody like that?
You're, again,
You see what I'm saying? Like you
No, we don't see what you're saying because it's not a one-way street. They discussing it like it's a one-way street, and it's not a one-way street. We don't see what you're saying. If I'm a woman's guy best friend, 9 times out of 10, when it's time for him to meet me, he sees a threat, whether there's a threat or not. He sees a threat. And it's not because the man has to be a snake. He could see shit. This nigga might be something that my girl might like. Forget whether he wants your girl might want him. It's a two-way street is what I'm saying. So it's a threat on both fronts. And I don't think, a certain type of men see it that way. Certain type of men, they see it that way. It's a threat in both regards. Shit, she putting herself, a guy that is good with women and get women, easy. He recognized another guy that has the same, charisma or the same attributes. We recognize each other. If there's a threat afoot, there's a threat afoot. And as a man who's trying to take said woman seriously, he needs to act accordingly. Set a boundary. I don't get why people try to vilify that. He said, it makes sense to me. Yeah, like it's a threat. It's a threat. It's threats everywhere. If you dealing with an attractive woman, got her head on straight, you dealing with one of them rare kind, the ones that still walking in that old school shit. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna be prime real estate, bro. Everybody gonna want some of that. You know what I mean? So you can't, it ain't even, y'all putting all this emphasis on this friend. If she got a job, fam, you got to worry about all her coworkers. You got to worry about her boss who make, you got to worry about her manager, her boss's boss that make more than you do. You know what I'm saying? That she only see the best sides of every day. All that. It's threats everywhere. It's threats everywhere. Men are supposed to be a real, like I said, I think we can use the term real man these days with the climate. Real men are supposed to be protective and territorial. And to try to diminish it down to insecurity, that's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. Is my sound good? 333 if my sound good. I'm getting feedback. 333 if my sound good, chat. But yeah, Cortez said her best guy friend gonna want her more than anyone, maybe even you. Sometimes that don't work that way, bro. Listen, bro. That best guy friend shit go 2 ways. He said 333. Cool. That best guy friend shit go 2 ways, fam. It does. I've been a best guy friend to females at different stages and different ages all throughout life. That shit go 2 ways. It's never been a situation where it's like I never played like super close friend with a chick just to see if I could smash, and I'm putting on for 2, 3 years, a year, 6, 8, 9 months. Like, nah, if you a friend, you a friend. If you being a friend, you being a friend. But just because you being a friend doesn't mean that nature isn't nature, and that if there was a night where, like, y'all, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've had female friends and been, you be super close for windows of time. It might be, you know what I mean? Like, but that shit don't. A threat is a threat. You either, like I said, I don't know why people put emphasis on this particular person. If your woman work a job, fam, it's threats everywhere. like y'all emphasizing this homie and shit like that. Man, please, man, it be the dude over there in the cut. It don't even be the homie be chilling. A lot of times the guy best friend knows shit about your girl that you don't know that make him unattracted to her. Oh no, man, I could never be with her. I know her way too well. Y'all telling me that's not a thing? I could never be with her. I know her way too well. Y'all telling me that's not a thing? So y'all put all this emphasis on the dude that's around being the snake and shit. Your girl could want her guy friend. She could be playing the role that she allowed to be in his life. Like it go both ways. And I'm not saying that it's gotta be that way. I'm just saying y'all gotta bring that to the table if we're gonna have this discussion. She said a little bit of static comes and goes, not too bad. All right, I appreciate it. That's what I'm getting in my headphones. Thank you. Turn this game down. All right, we should be good. All right. Thank you, April. He said that's facts. I'm saying more so the guy who constantly oversteps, not the dude who just the homie. Is it easy to tell the difference, Cortez? He said if she works, it's bigger threats than the homie. And then he said, let's see. Yeah, if she works a job, it's definitely bigger threats than the homie. Because them dudes, she around them dudes 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Way bigger threat. I'm the guy friend that doesn't want them because of what I know about them. Yeah, oftentimes that even if it isn't the case going into it, it becomes the case. Oftentimes the closer and closer you get to a woman, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the less you want them. You know what I'm saying? The more you know and shit, the less you really want them. It's like that sometimes. Check. There we go. Microphone super sensitive today. I don't know what's going on, chat. Telling you, man, technology got a personality. But yeah. Let's see what else they got to say, y'all. Let's go.
Really worried about her?
It's never a worry. It's,
Right? No, he is worried about it.
Making it a worry.
Thank you.
It's the fact that it's present.
Yeah, but men are always present.
No.
And how about the
But
second
this-
issue is her being oblivious to this kind of behavior?
That's another problem.
What about it? What do you mean?
That like your friend of how much years, your brother, your family, you can't tell that he likes you?
Well, one, we don't know that is in fact the case. That's the
made it the
boyfriend's
case.
That's
perspective.
his perspective, yeah.
I mean, he's the one
We're
talking to
the
me.
one talking about his perspective.
Yeah, but again,
Like-
I think it clearly matters if he's an attractive man. Because if he was a fat man or
That would be even worse, actually. Because why you got this sloppy ass nigga fake
because he's
friending?
a friend.
But he's fake friending. It's not that he's even a real friend. He's a fake friend.
And why are you worried about the fat man?
It's not about worry. Like you have fake, dishonest
Stop
people
saying that,
around
like
you.
fat niggas can't pull nothing.
Bro, like how are they doing this? How are they weaponizing worry? How are they weaponizing? Okay, so okay. All right, we in the jungle. Why you worried about them lions over there? Why you worried about them lions over there? The fuck? They lions. They're a threat to what we got going on. Why is, like, I don't get that. What is this question? Why are you worried about it? Because it's right there. And it's a threat to what I got going on. Oh, that's insecurity. Oh, okay. So a perceived threat that I can visually look at, assess, and understand is insecure. To take it for the threat that it is. That's insecure. Tenfo. You gonna call the U-Haul or you want me to call it? You gonna call the U-Haul or you want me to call it? I think we got what we need on this one. Shout out to At The Table, man. Make sure y'all tap in with them. I'll put the link to that video in the description of the edited version of this, like always. Shout out to At The Table. I think we got what we need from that. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.